Now, in my honest opinion, what I have right now, the 216 videos, that is a foundation for what this channel could possibly be. And I say what it could possibly be is because right now, it's damn near nothing. It's literally me uploading a video every, I don't even know how often. I'm very inconsistent, which is an issue. But then again, inconsistency isn't, or being consistent isn't the key to YouTube. I'll tell you the key to YouTube. I'm not big on YouTube at all. And that's one of the reasons why I know the key to YouTube. The key to YouTube is exposure. If you want to get big on YouTube, your channel needs to be exposed by either bigger channels or, but either by bigger channels or just going around. If you're a high school student like me, I have a colleague, Michael is his name. He animated one of my videos, but okay, that's full, so I have to drop these for tonight. But he always advertises his channel at school, and I have nothing against that. I have nothing against that. It does kind of seem a bit seem a bit desperate. Now I understand that that's a dick thing for me to say, Michael. If you're, hey, we have our first cannibal. Michael, if you're seeing this later, I'm not trying to offend you, dude, but you have to understand that people who don't understand the whole YouTube. And I'm not saying I think it looks desperate. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that people who don't know the struggle of YouTube wouldn't understand, and therefore they would see it as a save, because I need to save. But they would see it as desperation because they think, oh, he's just trying to get big on YouTube, you know, get a couple good bucks, you know. And that's not what it's about. Hello? Cannibals? I think I'm good to go. Okay. Now, I'm gonna make, oh yeah, secrets YouTube, exposure. That's really the best advice I can give. And the reason why I can say it is valid advice is because people say consistency is the key. I've been in it. There was a time for a month straight I was uploading 2 videos a day every single day. It was killing my school schedule because I had to record, I had to make sure everything rendered properly, and I had to upload it, which actually took quite a while. And so that took a lot out of my school life, and my grades started to drop, so I had to stop doing that. But over that period of time, the 2 videos a day, every day for a month, the channel did not grow, literally, at all. So consistency, to start off with, remember, I'm talking about foundations. Consistency is not the key to YouTube, to start off. It's exposure. I can think of a good example right now, Markiplier. When Lord Minion 777, also known as Wade, as I call him, just because that's what I know him as. I don't know him. You get what I mean. But Wade, I doubt you're watching this, dude. But your channel was able to grow significantly, and really, Mark's channel was essentially a foundation for your channel, and that's what I'm talking about exposure. Now, JPW03, he's also another YouTuber, really fun guy, really cool guy. I've had short conversations with him on Twitter. He's a really nice guy. And his channel actually had a good foundation from Wade's channel. And you can kind of see how there's a chain going, because their channels were able to grow from other people. Now, I'm not saying leech off of other people. That's not what I'm saying at all. Do not do that. Even if you're so desperate on YouTube, where you feel like you need to do YouTube so bad that you're willing to stoop as low as to use people to leech off of, don't do that. Because in the end, that will only end up hurting you. Yeah, a year or so, maybe 2 years, you'll look all good and stuff, but eventually people will realize, this guy's changed. This guy's not the same way he used to be. Wait, his channel grew from this one guy's channel. Is he leeching off of this guy? And that's a couple of things I've seen myself. I've experienced that. I'm not saying that I've been in the situation where people think I'm leeching, but I've been one of those people that think people are not lynching, leeching off of others. And so, don't leech. There's a difference between genuinely wanting to make content with somebody and leeching. Because me personally, I don't care if the YouTuber's big, like JPW03. He has, I don't know, 15, 16,000 subscribers. Even if he had 1 subscriber, I would want to make content with him, because he's a fun guy. Now, if his channel were to essentially help out my channel, that would be cool and all. But even if his channel wasn't big at all, even if my channel was bigger than his, I would still want to play with him because he's a genuine nice guy, and I genuinely want to make content with him. And that's the way YouTube should be. Unfortunately, channels cannot get started a lot of the time off of genuinely wanting to make content. Now, there are exceptions to that, like Wade and Mark, and then JP and Wade. There are exceptions to that like that. But I have seen a lot of people... Okay, now I'm just kind of running around. I'm looking for sticks. I lost my train of thought. But you understand what I'm saying, right? Don't be a leecher. Be a genuine person. Don't just use somebody for your benefits. Now, like I was saying, if you do want to genuinely make content with somebody, in the hopes, while you genuinely want to make content, but in the hopes that it would also push forward your channel, that's fine. That's not a douche thing to do. But if you're just using them, that's a douche thing to do. Now, that's just to get a base started. So for getting a base started, I would say exposure, and yeah, probably definitely exposure first thing off. So just advertise to your friends or something, or tell your friends to tell their friends. Just little things like that, and eventually, hopefully, that will grow over time. I'm not going to say for a fact it will grow over time, because right now, I have over 200 videos. They're not the best videos in the world, but I worked my ass off in those videos. And I'm still sitting, oh yeah, I know, oh, only 40 subscribers, oh, 42 people, that's so many people. It is a lot of people. But the thing is, I talked about this in a vlog before, a while ago now, actually. But I want to build a community on YouTube, not for fame. I don't give two flying hells about fame. What I want is to be able to create a great community, like Mark's or Jack's, because they have some of the nicest communities on YouTube. And I want to be able to spread a message of happiness like they've been able to for the past however many years they've been doing YouTube. I understand that people... I've actually got emails of people accusing me, oh, you're a 16-year-old kid. You're too young to want stuff like that to spread a message of happiness. You're just out for yourself. You believe whatever the hell you want to believe. The 42 people that are subscribed to me, they stick around because they know I am genuine. And hell, if I can entertain 42 people every time I upload a video, that is perfectly fine with me. I'm not saying I want to get famous, but what I'm saying is I know that I could be entertaining and making so many more people happy, and that is why I want to help build up a community. Now, I'm probably going to cut out this segment for a different episode of getting started on YouTube. Or just like a whole different segment, and then the gameplay is just kind of a side thing I'm doing. It's probably what I'm going to do, because I feel like this conversation I've been having with myself is good for a video enough. Okay. Oh, stick. Yeah, I've been talking so much, I've been completely bypassing the sticks. Yeah, that's for getting started on YouTube. Now, excuse me. Now, once you have a decent-sized audience, let's say a couple hundred people, if you have even 100 people, that is when you should start wanting to add consistency. Now, I know channels who upload a video once a month, and they only have like 28 videos on their channel, and yet they have like 7,000 subscribers. That's also another thing, is try to make a viral video. For example, Outlast 2, that's going to be coming out this year. Dark Souls 3, that's going to be coming out this year. Big games, that is what people are going to be looking for, especially horror games. People who can't necessarily buy the games themselves or want to experience the terror themselves, you usually tend to enjoy watching the terror of other people. Hence why a lot of people like watching Markiplier being scared. I do, but then again, I do go out there myself, and I actually do experience that terror. Hence why I record quite a bit of horror games. Crap! I lost my train of thought again. I need a haircut. I really need a haircut. But what was I saying? Oh, viral videos. I know, like a lot of YouTubers have said, play what you want to play, and people will come because they can see you're having a good time, and they will come. That is true. Very little of the time. The thing is, nowadays, we have people like Mark and Jack, who are great guys. But the thing is, guys like them, they're so funny, they're so entertaining. You can watch their old content, their new content, endless times over, and still be entertained. And so they're not really looking for new people to watch. And so, exposure and virality. You want to make a video that can get very viral very quickly. Now, I've done this before where I've tried making videos that might become somewhat viral. Random people who don't know me might accidentally stumble upon my videos. That's the kind of virality I'm talking about. Because if someone can randomly stumble upon your video while looking through YouTube searches, then chances are there's going to be more than one person doing that. Because a lot of the people look at the same types of things on YouTube nowadays, or on the internet in general. So if you can get something that's unique, but in the same way it's what people are looking for, then you will be able to, create a decent viral video. And so that will also add to your exposure, because if you can add that virality, it will also add to your exposure, because people will say, huh, this guy or this girl who's in this channel, they seem to know how to make videos. I'm going to stick around for a bit, see what else they can do. And then you put out another one, and they enjoy it. And then they tell their friend, hey, dude, this guy's some pretty cool vids. And, that'll just build up after a while. Now, again, I'm only speaking from my experience. I'm not speaking for the entirety of YouTube. I'm speaking for my experience, and my experience alone. I really should get something to eat. Don't want to step on that trap, gonna die. Yeah, virality. Try to make a viral video. Now, you don't want to make the video too excessively viral to a point where people think that you're just making it just that way you can get views. Because that'll make people think, this guy's just working, or not necessarily working hard, but this guy's just in it for the views. That's that's the impression that a lot of people get lately. So you want to make sure you make a good viral video, but don't make it over the top. Now again, it depends on your definition of over the top. Mine, over the top, in this scenario, accounts towards over the top as in, it's blatantly obvious that you only want views. I'm sorry, I'm making a lot of hand gestures. I make a lot of hand gestures. And I spoil raw lizard. Why would I want that? No, get away. I don't want that. Yeah, that covers that. Virality and exposure. And that's just for the base foundation of YouTube. Now, to get into more nitty-gritty this stuff. I touched on this a bit earlier. Once you have a decent audience, let's say minimum 100 subscribers. For me, that's considered a decent audience. For over 200 videos and 42 subscribers, that is a lot to me. And so, once you have that decent audience, then you start adding consistency, because you can't just add out like a new video once every month, or even once every week is kind of finicky. Because a lot of people, they aren't willing to wait 1 week, or they aren't willing to wait subscribed to a channel who only releases a video once per week. Now, I'm one of the people who can easily wait down. There's a channel I watch, Shelbshar. She's a really nice girl. She usually uploads once a week. Sometimes it takes a bit longer. But I'm willing to sit around because she makes interesting content. And now I'm one of those people. But the majority of the people that I have seen personally are not like that. They need a video every single day. And so since the majority of the people on YouTube are like that, then you need to have that consistency integrated when you reach around the 100 subscriber mark. Try to get out one video every day, or a video every other day, even if it's not like the best video in the world. Because if people see that you're putting in only some effort, they will be more inclined to stick around. Again, I'm speaking from my general experience. But if they're saying that you're putting in no effort at all, or even if you don't have time, they might see it as you're putting in no effort, they will leave, and then you will start losing your audience. So once you get around a decent fan base, or not necessarily fan base, but viewer base, then you need to start adding consistency. And once the consistency gets consistent, in lack of a better word, then that will continue to chain and chain. Because I know from experience, this is how I learned about PewDiePie's channel. My friend Zach Looney, he's been in a couple of my videos. He started watching PewDiePie before I did, and so Zach ended up telling me about Felix because he had consistent videos going up every single day. And so I checked out Felix. He had some good videos, and so I subscribed, blah, 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 and went through that whole thing. And so that's how I discovered Felix. And again, that's an example of how it chains. Now again, my personal experience. I'm not saying this will work for everybody. And then consistency, and then really, from there on out, you have to ride your consistency out. But also, something I really have to put forward is continuous, how do I put this? Continuous interaction with your viewer base. Because I know for a fact, Felix, I doubt you're watching this, dude, but I personally have stopped watching Felix, PewDiePie, because I don't feel connected with him anymore. Me personally, I like to feel a connection. It's like when you're in a movie and you're watching a really good movie and you want to have a personal connection with one of the main characters. Then you want to have that connection so you can feel what they're feeling. I like having that connection with my YouTubers. That's why I like Jack and Mark so much, because they have constant interactions with their fans. I'm not saying Felix doesn't. I'm just saying from the time that I stopped watching him, he did not. I'm going to chop the hell out of this lizard! Lizard? Oh, hey, buddy. Yeah, constant interaction with your viewer base. Because people will feel that personal connection, and then that will give off the impression, and if it's your genuine belief, that you actually do care. Now, me, I'm doing all this rambling because, one, I've been needing to get it out of my system for a while, but two, I'm hoping that it will help those out there. I'm going to title the name of this episode, How to Do YouTube. Because, hey, like I said, one of those viral videos. Okay, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to name this video, How to Do YouTube. But here's the thing. I'm not doing it for a lot of people might think that I'm doing it, just for the views and stuff. No, I'm doing it because, one, I'm trying to spread out a message. I'm trying to help people in their construction and their formulation of their YouTube channel. But also, I'm hoping that people will understand what I'm saying and that they will agree with me, and maybe, hopefully, together we can push both our channels forward. Now, I'm a nice guy. I may not seem like it in my videos because I'm loud, I curse all the time, which I am better. I have been doing a lot better than cursing. Like, I don't think I've cursed very much at all in this episode. Like, very rarely. But I'm a nice guy. And so even if I've done so many things, in fact, the majority of the things I've done for other people in my life have had no benefit to me personally. And I'm totally fine with it. In fact, in certain scenarios, I prefer it stay that way. But in scenarios like this, where YouTube might, unfortunately, only be one of my only options for a career, at least to start off with, I need to do what I can while still being genuine and sharing my true feelings I need to be able to do what I can to survive. And so that is the main reason why I'm making this video and why I'm naming the title why it is. Or, the video title. Whoa, I can't edit, wait. I can't edit, like stuff in, so. So I only have Windows Movie Maker. Bite me. Yeah. So just a quick recap. Getting started. Exposure. Virality. Then once you get a decent viewer base built up, consistency. That's when you start adding more videos and consistent upload schedules. Because that will show people that you're responsible, blah, blah, blah. I've already said this. What was the last thing I said? Exposure, virality. Oh, constant communication and personal communication and not communication. Because that's like having a one-on-one conversation. But interaction with your viewer base, because that will show people that you're genuine and you actually care about what you're doing and you care about the people who are watching. Now that is pretty much, and then from there, pretty much whenever you get, oh, sun just got my nose! Was it that fly that was flying around? Ah! Whatever. Is this what it feels like to do coke? Oh, and also another thing, when making videos, for me as an example, right now, I'm exactly the same way in person I am in my videos. And I'm making this point because don't do anything in your videos that you wouldn't do by yourself. And what I mean by that is, I'm a nice guy, but I'm also a stupid guy. I've done a challenge where I took a double shot of this really hot sauce. Like, I just had a double shot glass laying around in my parents' well, not my parents' glass cabinet, but we have a cabinet with all the glasses. And there was a double shot glass in there because it got misplaced. So I cleaned it out, made sure there was no liquor or anything. And so I got this hot sauce, poured a double shot of it, took it back, and tried to read a book as a challenge. I'm dumb. I would do that anyways. But don't do anything. Oh, and by the way, this was really hot sauce. And I don't handle hot things well. But the point is, don't do anything that you will not don't do anything in a video you would not comfortably do by yourself. Because, well, first of all, you could end up getting hurt, like me, the dumbass that I am. But also, people will think, oh, you're just torturing yourself, or you're just doing all this for views. Again, this is from my personal experience, from the people I've seen. I'm not speaking for everybody here. I was pressing the S key, the thing to go down, just like that. There you go. That's down. God, why can I still not cut the sticks up? Exposure, virality, consistency, personal interaction with your viewer base constantly. And that's really all I can say. And then from there, you just keep consistency. That's really about it. Don't do anything in your videos that you will not comfortably do on your own. That's also another huge thing. Because I've seen a lot of people who play horror games on YouTube where they damn near literally give themselves heart attacks almost just for views. I've seen that happen. I've seen videos where people have actually passed out in the video. And whether it was faked or not doesn't matter, because that's part of that whole over-exaggerating deal I was talking about earlier. How it's not genuine. Now, I play horror games on YouTube because it's like, I would play them regardless. Yeah, it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of suck when I'm in the middle of it, and I'm like, holy crap, oh my god, oh, I'm so scared! But then it's like, when I go back and look on it, I realize I was having a really, really good time. So I'm going to exit to the main menu, and I'm going to call this episode here soon. I'm going to split up the episodes, and the name of this one is going to be How to Do YouTube. So, that's really all I can say. Hopefully what I said was of some use to you. Now, for me personally, I actually learned a bit myself. I'm not trying to sound conceited in any way, like, oh, I learn more from myself than I do any teacher around in this part or the other. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I like the feeling that I know I can still learn from myself. I like not knowing fully who I am like me, I have no idea who the hell I am. And I'd rather keep it that way. Because if I knew exactly who I was every single day of my life, there would be no surprises. I would get no enjoyment of the anticipation of, oh, what's going to come next? How am I going to change next? And I like that anticipation. And so, it's a good feeling that I can still learn things about myself. Now I understand, oh, I'm only 16. Yeah, I still have a lot to learn about myself. But with the life I have, and with the unfortunate situation I've put my future in, I have a damn good idea of where my future's going. So, anyways, enough about that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you don't have to let me know, but if you did, hey, thank you for even watching this video. I don't think I do that enough, because my videos, people don't really watch my videos as it is, except for my few close friends. But then when I see a stranger pop by every once in a while and say, hey, that's a pretty good video, man, I'll leave a like. Good job, keep going. Keep up the good work. That makes me feel good, because it lets me know I'm doing something right. And so, hopefully, if you're a stranger, you have no idea who the hell I am, and you stumbled upon this video, and you stayed to the end of this video, or stayed even for a couple seconds, I want to thank you anyways for giving my video a chance. Because that's what life is. Life is one big chance. There's a quote I said a while ago. It's probably been said before, but I was the first person I heard it from. Life is like poker. The game isn't fun unless you gamble. And what I'm saying in that is, in life you have to take chances, because if you don't take chances in life, you're not going to, one, have any fun, but you're not going to be able to progress as much as someone who does take chances. Okay, I gotta stop. But anyways, thank you for giving my video a chance. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Farewell and stay epic!